We're back with the Screen Team on today's Talk 930 KWOC. And we're all brought to you by Poplar Bluff Drywall. They do commercial and residential. Give them a call at 714-3127. Poplar Bluff Drywall, we rock. You can also find them on Facebook. 33 Productions. They've been putting their skills to work in Poplar Bluff's community since 2011. For more info, follow Dr. Ben Adkins on Facebook. And also Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, where Walmart is next door to us. Guys, our final pick of the week is a movie called Runner, Runner. Stars Ben Affleck and Justin Timberlake. And the plot of the story has to do with online gambling, right?
Yeah. Which I had no idea when I got there.
Yeah, I didn't
that's
either.
What it was about. I had read a little bit about it beforehand, and I don't think it mentioned anything about online gambling in the blurb that I had read ahead of time. Yeah.
After
so I was
it was
a little
over,
surprised about that.
I remembered seeing, previews for it. But going into the theater, I didn't have any idea what it was about.
Yeah,
I was like, Brittany, what'd you pick this for?
Did you say that?
I did.
She also told me, this better be good.
I did.
Or you're fired. So the film stars Justin Timberlake. He's the main character, and he's kind of a hotshot guy in college.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Princeton
goes
student.
to Princeton, and he's kind of has a side business telling people to go to these online gambling sites. And apparently the university doesn't like that so much and kind of threatens him a little bit. And then he kind of gets hooked up with Ben Affleck, who's like this big mogul in online gambling, and that's where all the fun ensues.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So did you have fun watching this at all?
I did.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It was one of those that I as I was watching, I was thinking, I could do this on DVD just as well.
Yes.
Rather than paying to go.
It would
see
have
it
been
at the
just as
theater.
entertaining at home.
It's not like one of those big special effects movies that you want to see on the big screen. So, if you don't go to the theater, just check it out on DVD.
Wait till it comes to the library.
It'll be a while for that one.
Nice.
But I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
Especially going in not having a clue that it was about online gambling. And that's what the whole movie's about.
It's about the dirty world on the other side of online gambling.
Exactly. There's this glitz and glamour associated with casinos and online gambling and stuff. And this is kind of the dirty underbelly of it.
Oh, it's dirty.
Yeah.
But I guess where I got confused, and obviously you probably can't explain to me because we don't want to give it away, but
Right.
I thought the movie didn't really do a good job of depicting why the online gambling was such a problem, because they were Ben Affleck was being chased by the FBI and stuff like that, but they didn't say what he was doing that was so illegal or so wrong.
He was doing illegal things. At first he portrays himself as just being this legitimate businessman.
I'm just
and
misunderstood.
Everything's good. But he turns out to be a crook. So
The thing about it is, we, as the average person who doesn't have anything to do with online gambling, has no understanding whatsoever of online gambling.
Right.
And what kind of business skills it takes to run an online business for gamblers.
Yeah. These people were big time.
And the second thing of that is the whole idea behind the college is they didn't want their reputation spoiled by something that is not understood. Kind of like, somebody who says, I make my money with brothels in Nevada.
Right.
It's legal there, but it's not legal here. But it's legitimate money. So I think that's kind of what you're supposed to walk away with understanding. It's one of those things that, not everybody understands it, so it's a bad thing. But if everybody understood it, it wouldn't be as interesting of a thing. Yeah.
It's
a bad boy thing.
The Ben Affleck character conducts his business in Costa Rica, which you don't really think about at first, but that tells you from the very beginning that he's not welcome doing this business in the United States.
Right.
That basically he's fled to another country to conduct his business. So you kind of, if you stop and think, you go, oh, okay. But you don't really know that at the beginning of the movie. You know he's in Costa Rica, but you don't know why.
What do you guys think of the acting? Did you think JT was? Do you like Justin Timberlake?
I am not a JT fan. I said earlier today, this is the first movie I've seen him in where I really felt like he was acting. Mm-hmm. So
I'll agree with that.
it
was less Justin Timberlake and more,
of the character. So I was cool with him in it, even though when I first saw him on the screen, I went, "Oh man, what have I picked out?" Because I didn't even know he was in it. You know what I mean? So I saw him on the screen. I was like, "Oh, I have made the wrong pick," but it worked out. Out.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck is a good bad guy. You don't traditionally see him in a lot of those where he's that kind of a character.
I just saw him being Ben Affleck.
Did you really? I thought he was a pretty good bad guy.
That's kind of what I mean.
Okay.
I kid. Sorry, Ben, if you're going to be our neighbor soon.
He could be listening right now.
I know.
Right now.
I'll go to his house and say, "Hey, you cheated me, but I went to you first." Which is what Justin Timberlake does in the movie. Yeah. So it's kind of funny. Yeah. Kind of.
Not really.
No.
I think he kind of blew it.
I did not like the girl in this video.
I know. I was not really impressed with her.
There was not a whole lot there. I don't blame her. I just blame the character creator of her.
I think she was just there for looks.
Yeah, just a love interest.
Yeah.
And the love scene, I'm a expert on love scenes, I think. I thought it was pretty weak, man.
It was terrible.
Yeah, yeah. Basically,
I could complain specifically, but I won't because it'd be unradio worthy.
They kind of established that Justin Timberlake's character is interested in her right at the very beginning, but I kept watching going, why? There was a lot prettier other women in the movie, and they were just extras walking around. And I thought, why is he so attracted to her? But, I mean, nothing against her. I just didn't get it.
There wasn't that much chemistry there.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the way to put it right there. They didn't have a lot of that on-screen chemistry that you want in a couple.
They tried to create a Bond girl, and it didn't happen. She ended up being a Brad girl or whatever.
You know what's funny? She actually played a Bond girl.
Did she really?
She did.
Which movie?
Quantum of Solace.
Did not know that.
Her name is Gemma Arterton. She was in Quantum of Solace, a James Bond movie. She was also in Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters.
Oh,
that
was good.
I forgot.
Yeah,
I kept thinking she looked familiar to me.
She was the girl.
And she was also in
I forgot about that.
Prince of Persia, too.
Okay.
I haven't seen that.
She's been
didn't care for this movie on her.
She's been in a lot of big movies. So,
well, I enjoyed the movie, but I don't need to see it again ever.
Yeah, me too. That's kind of how I am too. Yeah, once is enough.
All right, it's called Runner. Brittany, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Appreciate
I just love doing this. How much fun is this?
We need you to be back more often.
That's right.
Well, anytime.
Next week, we'll have Matt Whitworth in the studio for our special Halloween edition of the show. And he's got a couple of Halloween movies. I had the list, and Luke just knocked them down. We're going to do Hocus Pocus. We're going to do The Conjuring and Captain Phillips in theaters.
Sweet.
So 2 out of 3 scary movies. That's next Saturday at 6 p.m. Remember, you can check out the Screen Team on YouTube. Check us out at Screen Team Poplar Bluff. You can also check us out on Facebook. Like us on there, and we appreciate you all listening. Thank you to Brittany, to Sabrina, to Luke. We are the Screen Team on Today's Talk 930 KWOC.